Happy 4th of July, everyone. This is Peter Allen at Macedon Valley Farm. And it's a really exciting day, not just because we're out fighting for freedom from tyranny every day, but because we are introducing livestock herbivory back into a field, an area that probably hasn't had large ruminant herbivores in it for 50, 60 years. Maybe 100 years. It's probably had manure applied to it 50, 60 years ago, but it probably not in a long time. And so this field was cropped 2 years ago. We pulled it out. We frost seeded prairie mix that we bought from Kyle at Diversity Landworks from his remnant prairie in Iowa. He combines it every once in a while, and we got a truckload of seed from him. And a lot of the big blue has come up really well back over here. Over here is a spot where we planted Timothy grass and alfalfa on top of the prairie. We planted it in the summer after we had planted the prairie, and we just direct seeded it when we mowed about August last year. And we got a really good stand of Timothy here. There's a decent amount of alfalfa growing here. And we are just excited to get animals back and restore a functional grassland here, because it's been crop eroding into Camp Creek, which is right down at the bottom of the hill right there. We're getting ready to go swimming because it's about 95 degrees, but we've got a fence up so the cows can't get in there. And in order to get cows in here, we had to build about 3 miles of fence, because we also have to protect our baby trees, which are growing in rows in the back of the field all the way around to the perimeter. There's about 100 feet of 4, 5 rows of trees. And we're excited to get cows back on this land for a whole bunch of reasons. One is that this soil needs biology. There's a lot of bare dirt still here, and you can see moss is growing. You know, this soil has been really beat up for a long time, leached of all its minerals and all the biology killed. So we are really excited to get the cows out here inoculating the ground with the perfect microbial combination to boost soil building here. We've got a pretty good diversity of forbs and grasses, legumes. Considering it's only its second year, I think it's doing really well. There's still some open spots, maybe where I missed it with the seed. So this is actually a good view of what this land would be like this year if I hadn't seeded anything. And you can see most of it's pretty well vegetated. The cows seem pretty happy. They are looking fat and beautiful. I think the moms left some of their babies over by the copse of trees over there. So we're looking forward to converting this field to a paddock that we can graze, and eventually we'd like to cut a decent amount of hay off of it, but we've got to get the biology going first. So we're not going to hay it for a little while. We got to build organic matter. We got to get the density of plants much higher in here. And then we'll start feeding them the hay in this spot. We'll also buy in hay to bale graze, especially on this little knob here in the top of the field where all the organic matter would have leached off. The bottom over there by the creek is super fertile. All the eroded soil from the hillsides have accumulated there and produced quite an amount of vegetation. Our trees up here in the tree tubes are doing really well. There's about 5,000 trees, mostly hazelnuts, but scattered are swamp white oaks and mulberries and poplar for quick shade and black walnuts. So we're really excited to get some shade, some more shade over here. It's gonna be our paradise for pigs. We had to build fences on both sides of this thing, so there's a lot of fence. We did 4 strand on the inside, 5 strand on the perimeter outside. We had to really make that perimeter tight because that's State Highway 56, and it gets quite a bit of traffic, and I've never grazed right on a state highway before, so I'm a little nervous. But I just went and tested our fences. They're super hot, and yeah, we're just super excited to get cows out here, get diversity out here, get pollinators out here. and get birds. There's some barn swallows, but we just yesterday I saw a meadowlark in here for the first time. We're super excited about the grassland birds. A little shade, but we're going to maintain a big open prairie here in the middle of this field. It'll be about 25 acres without trees. The trees will be around the outside. We'll keep a big enough area that we can have grassland birds, but also quite a bit of tree cover and protection around the outside for shade and all the other kind of birds that like sporadic tree cover. So yeah, hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Be free and make America graze again.